All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
22.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, wait. Hey, express. Hey, south. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, let's go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Well, Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Get up! Wait! Hey, express! Get up!
On 3rd down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hey, come on. 12, fellas, here we go.
On second down. Here's Barkley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is Shepard on the catch. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down carry for Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. Big hold of the 30. This complete to Jones. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Space out.
To throw on third down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Deion Jones. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Third and long, it's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, express! On!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
11. Let's go.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the left side here for Eifert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Wait. Hurry up.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 81 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. The left side throw complete to Adams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up to block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. this one toward Coleman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Back now in Atlanta. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, South! There we go! Hey, let's go!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Wait! Done! Go! Wait! Left! Let's go!
On 3rd down, Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A gain of 11 and a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Get up!
On 2nd down, Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On! 54, South! Hey, South!
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Wait! Let's go!
Now it's Ryan. powering his way forward. High throw, but he makes the catch. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
21, 21. 11, 11.
Garoppolo again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Left. Gun. Hey. Hey, express.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan throwing deep here for Coleman. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And now out come the Giants. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Garoppolo now out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And juke this time. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Well, let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. Well, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Let's go. Hey, white.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Watch 18's the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, right ass. There we go. There we go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Gun.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.